I want to start with bank reform. Obviously, the president coming out last week, speaking with Mr. Volcker, proposing what would essentially be a semi-reinstitution of part of GlassSteagall. Do you support it?
I did listen to the president. I've also read his speech, talked to a number of people. This is different than GlassSteagall. This is about addressing size and scope of institutions. And I've got to tell you, we are generally aligned with the principles that he talked about, and we think it's generally the right direction. Now, that shouldn't...
Really? Because most of the bankers I'm talking to here, Vikram, don't agree.
And it shouldn't be a surprise, given what we've been doing over the last 2 years at Citi. We have shrunk by about 20% in size. We sold about 20 businesses. We are out of shadow banking. We sold our proprietary businesses like Fibro. We've got other hedge funds and private equity funds for sale. And the most important thing is we reoriented the business towards clients, and we asked ourselves the questions, why am I in business? And if it's not for clients or customers, we decided that's not the business we want to be in. And so we've been moving in that direction anyway over the last 2 years. Now, we do want to work with the authorities collaboratively, constructively. We have the same goals: capital formation, commitment of capital for clients, credit creation, job creation, but also systemic safety. But as far as the president's talk goes, he did reinvigorate the debate, and there's something about a call to action.
So you think it could be good for Citi?
We've been moving in that direction, and frankly, this is something that we think is right for our clients.
Want to talk about where Citi stands right now. Sure. You have been in the top seat for 2 years now. Prince Al-Walid, your biggest individual shareholder, came out and said, all right, honeymoon's over, time to return Citi to the black, time to reinvigorate the company. How are you going to do that?
We do enter 2010 in very good shape, very strong foundation. We have some very strong operating businesses in Citicorp, very strong revenue strength as well. And by the way, we've cut our cost structure by about $13 billion a year. We're about 110,000 lighter. We're at 265,000 people. And so when you put that all together, we have a very strong operating story. And that will show over time clearly.
Soon?
And so on a very near-term basis, of course, credit is an issue, and we have to look at our operating earnings versus credit, and that comes down to job creation. Now, whatever happens in 2010, we're going to make a lot of progress.
I was sitting with Sheila Bair, the head of the FDIC, last week in Washington, D.C., and she said to me, listen, it's just inappropriate to have these outsized bonuses when you need the banks focusing on the real economy. The president reiterated that, talking about job creation as a #1 priority and lending in his State of the Union. When you look at the state of compensation, what is your take on it right now as it pertains to the financial industry, and at Citi particularly?
We do agree. We have a responsibility to help America's recovery, the world's recovery, and goes a lot of different ways. It's not only lending, it's foreclosure prevention, it's working with people who have too much debt in the U.S., credit card reform, all of those things. I think those are very important. In our own case, the people who have been making the money, creating earnings for Citi, are really not the same ones that created losses for us, and we have to recognize them fairly, competitive in the environment. But let's be very sure that we're going to do our part in helping the U.S. recover.
We've heard so much about the need to retain top talent and don't over-regulate us and don't be too overbearing because our talent will leave. That is the line we have heard from a number of bankers. Is that the case? Is talent leaving? How do you hold on to it?
People work at places for a lot of different reasons. In our own case, a number of our people have been with us for a very long time. As a matter of fact, some of our senior people have been with us for years. And so we've done a very good job of holding on to our people. And actually, they've done a good job of sticking by their clients. And they're very motivated by the businesses they're in. They're very motivated to help clients. And they all understand that this isn't about year-to-year comp. This is a long-term game, and that we only do well if our clients do well.
And I know as for you, you've taken $1 salary for 2 years now. You've said you won't take any more until Citi returns to the black. So obviously setting an example there. One last question. Citi lost employees in the crisis in Haiti. You were just in Haiti. Tell us about that.
I was there on Monday. I went down there with Save the Children and Red Cross as part of a supply mission. We had about 43 people in Haiti. It's a good operation. Unfortunately, we lost 5 people. But I really appreciated the opportunity to go down there and spend time with our people. And I've got to tell you, it's very heartening to see how they really pull together and come together. For that matter, all our people around the world have been very generous with their time and their money to make sure that we help our people rebuild their lives.
Vikram Pandit, we really appreciate your time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.